Why is Germany keeping an Indian baby from her mother? Now, I don't know how many of you know the story of Sagarika Chakrabarti. Her 2-year-old son and 5-month-old daughter were taken away by Norway's Child Welfare Agency because of cultural differences, because of practices that the West is not comfortable with or familiar with, like hand feeding or co-sleeping. They have been integral to the upbringing of most Indians. But when Sagarika tried feeding her children with her hands, she was branded as an unfit mother. Her children were snatched away from her. They were placed in foster care. Norway then bragged that the young boy was finally able to sleep in his own bed in his own room under foster care. How culturally deaf can you possibly be? Sagarika's plight was recently showcased on silver screen, in fact, with Indian actor Rani Mukherjee in the lead role, telling the world the story of the wronged mother. Well, something similar is happening again. Same story, another country. This time, German authorities have taken away a baby from an Indian mother. The baby's name is Ariha Shah. She is all of 28 months old. Ariha was snatched away from her mother when she was barely 7 months old. Why? Ariha's parents were accused of abusing the baby. Ariha's parents, Bhavesh and Dhara, are from Gujarat. They moved to Berlin in the year 2018. Ariha was born in 2021, and soon her grandmother flew down to Berlin to see the newborn. Ariha's parents claim the grandmother accidentally hurt the child. Ariha suffered injuries in her outer genital areas. The parents rushed her to the hospital, but the hospital suspected that the child was sexually assaulted. And so they alerted the authorities. And before you know it, the German childcare services showed up and took away the child. Ariha was placed in foster care, and the parents were slapped with a case of child sex abuse. Were the parents guilty of that crime? German authorities investigated and found no proof. So the charges were dropped, only to be followed by allegations of negligence. The case was closed in February 2022, but Ariha was never returned to her parents. Why is that? Don't Indian mothers love their children? Don't Indians make for good parents? Also, since when is Germany the arbiter of childcare? And a really bad one at that, in fact. Baby Ariha is being moved around constantly. From a foster parent, she has now been placed in a facility for children with special needs. Ariha is not even a special needs child. So what gives? Ariha's parents are vegetarian and Jain, but Germany has decided to disregard the cultural difference. The child is being fed non-vegetarian food. Ariha has her cultural rights, remember. And Germany is infringing upon those rights. It has corrupted her upbringing and it has wronged an Indian mother. Snatched away her baby for no good reason. Who allowed Germany to do that? Earlier this week, India summoned the Germany ambassador. New Delhi is pushing for an early repatriation of baby Ariha. Meanwhile, Germany should look within. If it is so obsessed with playing the arbiter of childcare, it may want to start fixing the many problems at home. In 2022, Germany ran out of essential medicine for children. There was severe shortage of basic medicines like paracetamol. Don't blame the pandemic and the supply chain, because Germany has been paying little attention to children for a while now. In 2011, the annual report from the German and European Observation Unit on Drugs and Addiction said that more than 2 million German children have alcoholic parents. 60,000 children have parents who are drug addicts. Are these children ever placed in foster care? Are they ever snatched away from their parents? Or are these parents ever branded unfit? Because as per this report, 1 in 5 German children have alcoholic or drug addict parents. which means 1 in 5 children should be in foster care, right? But they are not. So is this really a story about ensuring that children have a safe childhood? Or are baby Ariha and her parents victims of cultural prejudice? Are they being punished because of the cultural differences and upbringing? These are questions that Germany must answer. But first, it must ensure that Ariha is reunited with her mother. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.